I'm so glad that you are here today. Someone said that to me on a day when words really mattered. I showed up to an event, and when she handed me my name tag, she said, "Tammy, I'm so glad that you're here." But what I heard was thank you for showing up today. And what I felt was it matters that you are here. We live in an overstressed, overscheduled, fear of missing out world. And at any given moment, we have to choose between being several places at once. And what pre-appreciation can do, pre-appreciation is simply changing the timing of when you say thank you. So instead of saying it at the end, or never, you'd simply say it at the beginning. So come with me to San Jose. I'm on a business trip. It's towards the end. I have my bags all packed up, ready to go to the curb. And usually I would just handle it like a boss and take them by myself like the strong, independent woman that I am. But I'm learning that it's okay to ask for help. And so I called the front desk. And as I waited for the bellboy to come, I reached into my purse and I grabbed a $5 bill. Mostly because I wanted to avoid that awkward ending where I would have to flip through my hundreds to find that $1 bill to tip him. These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. And when he came to the door, I could see on his face that he was less than thrilled with his life. And like my own, and maybe like some of you here, his life hadn't turned out how he had planned. A voice came to my head. Some people call it psychosis, others call it inspiration, but either way, the voice said, "Give him the tip now." And because I have previous experience with this voice, I know not to argue. And so I handed him the money. His whole face lit up. And instead of just being there, he was really there with me. He started asking who I was and where I was from and why I was this way. And from that short walk from room 207 to the front desk, we became great friends. He started introducing me to his coworkers, treating me like a celebrity, simply because I had changed the timing of something that I was going to give him anyway. Pre-appreciation has the power to change a common transaction into a real human connection. This was my first experience with pre-appreciation. And I came home so excited, trying to find new ways that I could pre-appreciate anyone and everyone. And so the next time, I needed a bid for my heating and air conditioning. And I knew that it would be a free bid. And because I'm human and I value other people's time and expertise, I wanted to pre-appreciate him in a way that really mattered. And so I ordered a Jimmy John's sandwich and had it delivered right before he showed up. And when he came to my door, I handed it to him. And honestly, he was weirded out. He's like, "What's going on here?" So after that got over, he graciously accepted it. And instead of giving me an overpriced bid and moving on, he sat down with me and we came to a mutually beneficial arrangement. This fueled my pre-appreciation fire. I could not believe this. Why have we not thought of this before? And the next time it happened quite by chance. You know, when you have a kindness business, you have to have a lot of side jobs. And so one of them, I didn't plan laughs, okay? So just stop. I ain't got time for that. So as a side job, I'm a hot Uber driver, and it's so crazy because you never know what you're gonna get. It's kind of like Russian roulette, honestly. And believe me, we talk about you after you get out of the car, okay? In case you're wondering. So these 4 drunk people get into my car, the same car that my babies throw Cheerios, and I have to vacuum out first. As they got in, I threw my head back and rolled my eyes and thought, this is gonna be a long ride. And I couldn't wait for them to get out of my car. But when the last guy got in the front seat, he reached over and handed me a $20 bill. And what that did for me is it reset everything. All the past drunk people experiences that I was carrying and judging them, I let them go, and I could just be there with them. And wouldn't that have been horrible if they would have given it to me at the end, and I would have been a jerk the whole time? So I'm telling you that pre-appreciation matters. You, me, we have the power to reset. Because how many service jobs are people bringing the bad experience? And so when you show up, you're being treated based on the past bad experience from the previous customer. So if you are that customer, stop. But if you're not, then pre-appreciation brings that person right here with you. And it's almost like you're ensuring prompt service. And that's what tip means anyways, to ensure prompt service. So why do we do it at the end? I could go on and on for 15 days about all these experiences I've had trying out pre-appreciation, but we don't got time for that either. So what I really want you to take home with you today is that pre-appreciation has the power to save lives, because it saved mine. When I was little, I wanted to be like Mother Teresa and just go about doing good and making the world better. But after so many dreams became nightmares, I had given up. And my new dream was, I hope I don't wake up tomorrow. And when people would die, I would have severe death envy. You see, I found myself at a fork in the road, and this way was shit, and this way was shittier. And I literally didn't know which was which. So, sorry, Dad. Okay. Had to be said. It's the truth. I had this dream to buy a motorhome and travel America spreading kindness. And after 20 days with a family of 5, we realized that we did not like each other enough to be in such close quarters. And so I ended up in a mobile home park, and he ended up at his parents', and neither one of us were compromising. And so I had the kids during the day, and he had them at night. And at night, when I would sit in my motorhome in this trailer park, surrounded by this 34-foot failure right in my face, I felt like I couldn't breathe, like I was gonna implode from the inside out. I thought drugs or maybe alcohol were my only options because I couldn't feel this way much longer. I looked around and I found a stack of bright flashcards that my dad had taught me to keep around for when I have a good idea. I did not write down any ideas, but I started writing thank you notes to anyone I could think of. People at church, people in the store. If I had an address and a name, they were getting thank you cards, and just like yours, bright, bright colors. And I would do that until I fell asleep or until I felt better. And I found that looking for the good in others helped me see the good in myself. I am not the same person that I was a year and a half ago. When you came here, you got 2 cards. One is for you, because I know how hard it is to show up. And the second one is blank. And that's for you to send to someone who's made a difference in your life. Because why do we wait until someone's funeral to tell them that they have made a difference in our life. Somewhere along the way, someone decided that we should wait to say thank you. But don't wait. Pre-appreciate with me. Join me in making people feel like it matters that they are here. Because it does. It matters that you are still here.